Hey folks, this is Jeff for This Week with JTT. This is for all you parents. Believe me, from the time you can talk and reason with your kids up to before they become teens, do yourself a favor. You better have that open, honest communication with your kids. Because I saw a video of a kid exposing what they're forced to read, which is pretty much pornographic in their own library. You know, I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to show the video, let you see it here for yourself, because I couldn't believe it, though. All I'm going to say is this, folks. Number one, keep a very, very open line of communication with your kids, because you have no clue what goes on behind closed doors in schools these days. Retreats like try to push on transgenderism in your kids, as well as other things, involve sexuality, and keep in mind on kids. You know, so do yourself a favor. You got some choices to make. To the parents, you got choices to make. One, you can confront this right then and there on the school board. Two, talk to your politicians. Or most importantly, you also got to take your kids out, consider homeschooling, or at least have your kids go a few extra miles away from there, because the things you try to push on the kids and indoctrinate your kids should give you nightmares. So do me a favor, look at the video and think I'm kidding. It may happen in your school and you're not aware of it. And keep in mind, some of these teachers and other administrators are telling your kids not to tell you anything. If that don't put a fear of God in your soul, I don't know what else will. So please, for the sake of your children, to protect their innocence, please take this seriously. I beg of you. Thank you. Stay blessed.
And then middle school. I'm a 6th grader. I was in the library and this book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I asked if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared of that any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
So I'm that kid's father.
Okay, good. I was asking for you.
Yeah, I'll take another 3 minutes. So that's my son, 11 years old, and went to his library and found that by the entry door of our library, this is the smut that he is finding, all right? I don't care whether it's gay, straight, bisexual, whatever the terms are for all this stuff, doesn't need to be at our school. Doesn't need to be at my 11-year-old's library. And then as far as genderqueer, I've got a son in the high school as well. And this is bullshit. You know it, all right? We do not need to be having literature that's showing boys how to suck. All right? This is, I'm very, very frustrated about it, okay? And you may think that schools know the best for our children. You know who know the best for our children? The parents.
Amen.
And if you remember this, I was here last year talking about masks, and I even offered you proper usage for a mask, and you said I was bullying. Like I said, listen to the parents. I can tell you right now, I don't work anymore, and I will be more than happy to focus my time and effort to the security of my child and children in this school, all right? I will be a thorn in your sides. So I just want you to be aware of what you've woken, okay? I'm sure that a lot of you guys are fine and great people and have nothing but the best intentions for our children. But by the fact that this has to take 4 months for a school to get this book out of the at a library is ridiculous. The parents are here right now and they're speaking, and you need to listen and do something about it quickly. Thank you.
Hey folks, you see what I'm talking about. I cannot believe they have this type of material in elementary schools. This kid's a 6th grader and he found stuff like this at the front entrance waiting for him. You know his fathers ain't playing. So parents, what are you gonna do? It's your children's future here. You gotta protect their innocence. And you can't just let these people come in, act like they're bad parents of you. You know? So quite simply, starters, make sure you have a very clear, open, honest line of communication with your kids. Because unfortunately, some of these so-called teachers, other so-called educators, are expecting you to look the other way long enough for them to pull their shenanigans behind your back and manipulate your kids. Our children is our future. Please remember that. Peace.